Recent tests that you guys took are being handed out right now, and I would encourage some of you to take a better look over the material for upcoming final exams. I'm well aware that some of you are struggling, but I see very few of you coming to my office after class to try to get some extra credit or reaching out for guidance. Come on, people. I know that English Lit isn't the most exciting thing to have to take for some of you, but if it affects you either graduating or not graduating college, give a damn about it for at least a week of your lives. Then you can go back about your days using what we used to call back in my younger days, MSN talk.
Miss Roane, what's MSN talk?
Good God, how dare you make me feel this old? One more week until finals, young people. Study your hardest and please reach out for help. I don't want to see any of you in my class next year because I can't stand you. Bye, guys. Hey, come on in. What can I do you for? I'm glad you decided to come to me about your test scores. Obviously, it's a little too late now to look into getting you set up with tutoring since the exams are next week, but I am able to give you some extra credit work that will hopefully boost you a few percentiles. On top of studying the material until you know it inside and out, you have a shot of getting yourself out of college and into the real world, kid. Well, if you don't pass, then you're going to be sitting in that desk that you're leaning against right now. But don't think like that, okay? Having a good mental picture of success is half the battle when it comes to overcoming something difficult. And I believe you can do it. Yes, of course I do. You're bright, and I know that inside of that brain of yours, you've got the potential that just isn't focused on where it needs to go. Just apply yourself and you can pass this class. I'm not quite sure what you're asking that you haven't already asked. If you pass, then you graduate college and you move on to a job, hopefully. And if you don't pass, you come back to my class for round 2. Oh, that's what you meant by, is there any other way I can pass? No, there's no need to be sorry. You're not the first person who's asked me that, and you most certainly won't be the last. If anything, I take it as a compliment. At my age, young adults like yourself are willing to try that tactic? Between you and me, there are plenty of other teachers who complain that they never get hit on for better grades. And I don't have the heart to tell them that cute students like you are willing to do it to me. You're right. Maybe willing isn't the right word. That would imply that it's a chore or you're going out of your way when you really don't want to. But anyway, I'm getting too caught up in the language, which makes sense considering I'm teaching the language. Hold that thought for a moment. Well, I just closed the door so we could have a little more privacy to do with what we're talking about. Sort of a more sensitive subject that we're breaching. Don't you agree? I don't want to give any other students the idea that I have a relationship with one of my students. And if another teacher were to see us here, close together, with my arms around your shoulders and our chests to each other, they might not be too pleased with me. Speaking of pleasing, about that passing grade you want, maybe we can arrange for something between the two of us. Of course, I don't want to see one of my students, particularly one of my cuter ones, failing their class and having to come back next year to see me again for another long, hard year of English Lit. Or maybe I do want it long and hard. I have the perfect idea of what we can do to make sure that you pass your final exams. Get home and study your butt off. Better get on that. You only have a week to do it, and if you need any pointers or that extra credit assignment that we talked about, I'll be here, hoping for your success. You know, when you graduate, you're not going to be my student anymore. So maybe as a graduation present, I'll come and ask you out on a date. But that's only if you graduate. Better get on that, right? Good luck! You better pass that exam, kid. I'm looking forward to that date.